Hey everybody, welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, as you guys have noticed, we've got some new screens. How's it going? It's nice to see you all on Spotty FC. Welcome to the Spotty stream, the new and improved Spotty stream. Hopefully everybody is liking the new graphics out here. Just got them again. Big shout outs to LNDR, who is able to get the for me. I'm loving this right now. This is an amazing experience for me because we didn't know when this day was coming. The old graphics are gone, the new graphics are in. Let me know on Twitter at SpottyCRL. You guys can see on the bottom right there. If you like them, you probably do. They look better than the old ones. I can tell you that. But how's it going? Hello there. I see Tibbs in chat. Hello, Tibbs. How you doing? How you doing? Let me know if there's any issues, by the way. This is like kind of like a test stream as well. We're trying to test things out. I have a Video Ninja page up as well, so there's a lot of things going on. I got a second monitor as well, making sure we get all the action here. We're getting ready to see quite the matchup here as we have Knights of Chaos taking on Team Name Loading here in this matchup. Yes, it is actually a glitch that the team names are not showing up fully. We will work with that. Again, I am working with LNDR to make sure we fix any sort of weird glitches we have here. So yeah, you'll notice a couple of them on stream. Again, this is the first time I'm going with these new graphics. They look amazing. Yes, I am also back from vacation. Thank you for asking, Grand Shema. Yes, the fact that I'm streaming means I'm back home. I've been out for, I think, 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, out traveling with grandparents. It's been great. And while that has been happening, I have been able to work things through here as I think we have Discord notifications also. Here, let me make sure I actually turn those off. I need to make sure that you don't want to hear that on stream. I don't want to hear that on stream. Nobody wants to hear that on stream, so let me fix that. Again, hopefully everybody is doing well. Prediction is up. Just in time for the season. Yeah, no, just in time for LOS Champs. We got week 1 here. This is tier 6, if you guys are wondering. Knights of Chaos, a team that has been on the stream so many times. And interesting thing about this team is it's a completely new team from what they had before. Before, you could kind of expect the players that are coming in, Mayhem being the only returning player on this main roster. He had teammates with Meatman, Flip Sliderson, Lade. He had a couple different people who were teammates with him. But of course, a new roster entirely. The old roster didn't do it. When I did this organization, they want some new players. They got Eternal Vector and Boltini Rome. 2 of them were teammates on Strikers of Chaos Emerald and are actually now teammates in the Skyward Series on winning for Dakota, a really strong 2v2 team who's gone off to a 2-0 start in their season. And obviously running out the player I actually know the least about on this Knights of Chaos roster. I'm Bun's brother. I haven't got to see him, but we'll see how it is. And knowing this roster, I expect to see a pretty aggressive push, especially with how Boltini and Eternal Vector can play. They can be aggressive against Team Name Loading. And while, yes, that team name might sound a bit like a joke name, it's actually an org. It's a very respected org. A lot of great people in that org. We'll see how they do here in week 1 of LOS Champs. Again, let me know if there's any issues. Again, this is all completely new. So, again, make your predictions. As we do have a prediction poll going, 3 minutes left. As we'll be getting to this matchup soon. I'm trying to make sure I can turn off those pings on Discord, by the way, if you all are wondering what's happening here. Where are those pings? I'll find them. I will find those pings. There you go. There you go, pings are gone. So now you guys want to hear it as we have some follows coming in from Head Chancho, as well as Siege. We also had follows from John Boy, Todd Cage, and Smile before the stream. So thank you all so much for the follows. Means a lot to me. And you guys are all amazing. Again, prediction poll is still up to about 2.5 minutes, a little bit remaining. Get your predictions going. Want to see voting. Gotta get your votes out there. It's an interesting matchup, though. A lot of people that you will recognize if you've been on the stream long enough. Again, the most recognizable of these being Mayhem, who has been the captain of this team forever. The last time we actually got to see him, though, was May 17th. 2 months ago. So we haven't had Mayhem on the stream in a while. But he is back. He's back. Whereas the last time we got to see Eternal Vector. That's another player that has been on stream as well. There you go. Let's go. Actually, let me search up the last time we've seen these players. Because again, there's a lot of these players that you will recognize. We haven't seen actually any of the Team Name Loading players before, but Eternal Vector, the last time we got to see Eternal Vector on the stream was June 12th, about a month ago. A little over a month ago, we got to see him play on Strikers of Chaos Emerald. Obviously, Boltini Rome was also was on that team for a while, although not yet anymore. The last time we saw Boltini on this stream was, I don't think it was a little longer, I think, than that. In a while. Where is it? Again, the last time we haven't seen these players in a while. Hello, Boltini. Again, we're trying to find out the last time we saw you on the stream. Wait, there you go. For Strikers of Chaos Emerald, the last time we saw Boltini was back May 17th. I think the last time we saw Boltini was earlier than that, because I think we saw you on playing for Dakota back in last season of Skyward Series. Where is that? Yeah, last time was... Nope, not much. It was May 10th. So no, we haven't seen all of these players in a long time, so happy to see you all back. And hopefully all of you are doing well. We are going to... I think both the teams are... no, they're not fully ready, but we'll get them in soon. We'll go into the game here. I got a new transition as well. I love this transition, by the way. It's pink. Actually, it's kind of purple, but it's supposed to be pink. And if you guys notice, all the colors on this stream are all based off the colors of my logo. Dark blue, red, hot pink. Those are the colors of this stream. As we see Todd Cage, Giraffe, and Lunar in the lobby. We're waiting on Knights of Chaos. As soon as they're in, we'll get this series started. Again, new graphics. It's looking great. I love how they look. Trust me, it will get even crazier in the match. We got a full overlay. That I know is what a lot of people are looking forward to. As prediction poll has closed, 70% favoring team name loading in this matchup. Of course, these are popularity contests, and I believe that team name loading is a bigger org. But then again, who knows? Very good. Knights of Chaos is an org that has a lot of history on this stream, so anything can happen. Again, we're just waiting on the Knights of Chaos. As soon as they join on in, we will be good to get things going. I know you are in chat, Boltini. Let me know if there's any issues on the whole match lobby stuff. We have a lot of time, so this is the only match tonight, by the way. We're only doing one match because, reminder, new graphics. I gotta make sure I get used to all of this stuff, especially with the 2-monitor setup. First time I've ever had 2 monitors. Well, again, let me know if you guys like it or not. If I can place points. Boltini, you missed it. I can't do that. Boltini. I would usually do that if we didn't have over 8,000 points bet here. Wouldn't do that. I would have done that if we didn't have that many points bet, but we have a ton of points being bet here. I can't do that. Boltini, no, unfortunately. But there are more chances later on in the week. We're going to be getting back into the usual swing of things on this stream, so... Well, you'll have multiple chances to vote on who you think will win this one. Again, tonight only one match. This will be a best of 5. We're waiting on, again, Knights of Chaos. Like, Boltini, let me know. Did your team receive the match lobby info? Or should I send it to... Or should I resend it to you guys? Because, I want to get you guys in as soon as possible. Let me know. You have the match lobby info, because we are trying to get this match started as soon as possible. Of course, team name loading. Patiently waiting here. Alright, I'll send it to you all. One sec. One sec. I know you all, so I can send it. I'm gonna send it to Eternal Vector. We'll get Vector in here. Because Vector joined as well, so we'll send it to Eternal Vector. I'll send it to you as well. Actually, I'll send it to, I'm gonna send it to Vector right now. We tier 6? What's tier 6? LOS is split into multiple tiers. Like what ranks? Oh, okay. Well, I should have maybe waited just a second. I believe it is like mid-champ. I believe it's like mid to high champ. Could be wrong, but I believe that's where it is. Fortunately, the reason I say that is because I know the ranks of the players on Knights. And they're around that mid-champ level, but that's about where I think it is. Hi, Masha. Hello, Giraffe. C1 to C3. Thank you. Hey, there's Giraffe coming in with the message. Thank you, Giraffe. As it is Mayhem, Eternal Vector, Boltini Rome in the match. In the lobby here. We're gonna get this best of 5 underway. LOS champs, new graphics, everything to wish for. Here we go. 3 players on each side. And this match, just about ready to begin. It's Knights of Chaos in the blue, team name loading in the orange, and we're ready for this series and LOS Champs Week 1. And this one, and this is just to start your season as well, 2 strong teams. If the prediction polls tell us just how much support there is for these teams, and this is going to be a good match, a lot of people waiting eagerly on this result. All you gotta do is win 3 games. We're only in game 1. Knights of Chaos. Lots of history on this stream. We know what they can do. We know the aggression that this team can pull out, and we know what kind of a game plan they go with. It's always all out. It's always with offense. Or team name loading. How do they counter that? Because it is very... You can counter this team. You can counter Knights of Chaos. It's just about doing it quickly enough and making sure they don't overwhelm you. As Vector off the back wall. Jumping. Not getting it is Mayhem. Boltini will clear it away. My defense for Knights of Chaos, of course, with this new roster, I should mention Eternal Vector and Boltini roam. Few players on this team. The thing about these players that makes them so interesting is that they're generally defensive, as somehow they didn't get to that one. It's Lunar to strike first. Team name loading. That organization is the one who starts on top. The slow shot from Lunar sneaks its way in. And we've got ourselves a series on our hand here. Knights of Chaos down by 1, as I think I actually forgot to get the team names. Let me make sure I get that going. There we go. Team name loading. What's another one? That one deflected wide as Mayhem goes by, looking down for Boltini. Long shot from Boltini will be kept away by Todd Cage. Team name loading, have to deal with some defense here. A lot of what they're doing is kind of sizing up Knights of Chaos. They're not trying to burst. They don't really seem to have any direct game plan. It's mostly just seeing if they can outplay this Knights team just by how good they are. Not a bad play style to go with in game 1 when you're just trying to learn about your opponents, but it is one that they could definitely be sorry for if they aren't able to keep that offense away. Oh, but Lunar, he does it again. Another goal for team name loading. As this one, much more unexpected than the first. The redirect, Lunar, the immediate turnaround, and GNL up by 2. If you were wanting some excitement, man, I think we've got that here. Lunar specifically striking well, and team name loading. They want to get themselves to a 1-0 record. Want to do it as quickly as possible. Knights struggling to keep up that offense of theirs. It's not going to be the same as it was when it was Mayhem, Meatman, Flip Sliderson, Laid, Hands, all the players that were on that team. It's not going to be the same as that. They're going to have to really force these things through, because Boltini and with Vector, you got good shooters, but they're not as good at keeping on pressure in offense. As Todd to the side wall. Demo. Oh my goodness, the camera had a little flickered there as we get to see a demo coming out from Giraffe. Of course, new demo graphics as well, which always looked nice. As it is Lunar, who is kind of that player to watch out for. Especially if you're a Knights of Chaos fan, because right now, he is not missing, except for there. Even then, he still is making things threatening. Knights of Chaos but cannot break out of defense, and the more time they sit here, the more time Lunar has to strike, although those shots from Lunar, not as strong as they would have been earlier on in this game. Still, again, every touch that's being made here from Knights is just being sent back in by TNL. Todd to the corner. Vector trying to get this clear. Mayhem. Watch as Boltini gets that one away. Knights of Chaos. It's really a lot of clears here and a lot of solo effort. One thing that is surprisingly lacking from Knights this series has been the demos. Mayhem is kind of a demo expert. You'll see him go for a lot of demos, but not in this series, not yet. He's maybe just not confident to go for them. His old roster, you could expect him to go for them. This series, he hasn't gotten a single one, and now it's a 3rd goal for TNL. Knights of Chaos haven't even gotten that many shots. Team name loading, just doing it over and over again. I don't know what you can do to stop this team, especially for Knights that you just haven't had the offense that you know this team can do. I mean, again, if you've watched the stream long enough, this team is synonymous with offense. They're all about the offense. They're all about the chaos. Yes, pun intended. And they're all about making their opponents sit on the back line for as long as possible, just firing shot after shot at them. But for Knights of Chaos, this new roster is just very different. It reminds me more of the Strikers of Chaos Emerald roster when it was unsuccessful. Before it went through roster changes, that actually did result in removing Boltini Rome. That roster is the same thing here. It's a team of a lot of good defense, but they just don't have that blade to just cut through TNL's defense. And right now, TNL, I mean, they're still looking for a fourth here. They don't want just 3 goals, they want more. I mean, you can't blame them for being that committed. As now, up ahead by Eternal Vector. He's gone past one there, shot on! Lunar's got the block! Team name loading, keeping the shutout there as Lunar steps in the way. He's been heads up all game long. And his work, along with the work of his teammates, are going to be the reason that TNL will win game 1 a 3-0 unless this ball somehow hits the back of the net. It won't. Team name loading will take this one here. And they will be starting off the series 1-0. Game 1 is for TNL. As I will say, but during that game, we had a couple subs coming in from Flipsiderson and Smile. Thank you for the subs. As well as Icano, thank you for the follow. Again, big thank you all. Again, this is a best of 5 series. We'll see what comes next as for Knights of Chaos, a 3-0 game against them. They had more possession as well. But really, when it came to who really held the field here, it was TNL. They just had the shots. They had the plays to go in. They really didn't slow down. And for Team Name Loading, it's a good start to their LOS season. 3-0, nothing to be unhappy with. Again, if you can shut out Knights of Chaos with the offense that they're known to produce, a good thing. Although, again, we don't know how this new Knights team will play so far. Just hasn't been there. And one thing I'd love to see more of are the demos. I want to see Knights of Chaos get some demos and really make Team Name Loading work for it to get out of their half. Because right now, it just isn't working that way. TNL are the ones who are shooting, the ones who are striking, and the ones who are finding the back of the net. Knights of Chaos, well, they'd be happy if they could find that net. They had very few shots last game, and really none of them looked all too threatening. They had some chances that looked good, but TNL kept them away. I mean, the really only crazy chance I saw for them was at the end of that game when Lunar had to make that diving save back towards his own net. But even then, it was just too little too late. And Knights of Chaos, they're going to have to work for this series. A team that's used to being successful is going to have to fight for every single goal. And who else but to get the scoring started for this org than with the captain himself? Mayhem slides it into the bottom right corner. Knights of Chaos can get 1 goal here. They won't be shut out this game. They'll finally break that deadlock that they've had. As for the Team Name Loading organization, they'll be down by 1, but with how they looked last game, won't be surprised if they just keep doing what they're doing. They can work from being behind. I mean, at some point, you would expect a team like Knights to score. Even with their offense, again, being maybe a shell of its former self. They still have offensive threats. I mean, Mayhem, again, he's known for being persistent. He's known for being aggressive. If he starts putting in demos, he's really going to evolve his playstyle to the one that you expect from a guy like him. Whereas for Boltini and Eternal Vector, if any of those 2 players can get their shooting going, it could spell disaster for Team Name Loading. But right now, 1-on-1, flick to the back wall, and it's cleared away by Mayhem. Eternal Vector's got to take his time to dribble this one out. Boltini's going to go for bumps here, but Vector took forever to dribble that one up. He really wanted to take every single second he had there, but I think he took a little too much time on that dribble. He had an opening, he had an opportunity. Boltini bumped out that last defender, and he still didn't shoot. And now Team Name Loading trying to get this one away. Giraffe on. Giraffe trying to put it towards the nets, but it will be wide. Eternal Vector will get it clear. And Knights of Chaos. Ooh, you can see Vector wanting to get a piece of that action. Boltini won't get it. Mayhem to the back wall. So far, Knights doing well there. There's a demo from Mayhem. We haven't seen one from him yet, but finally gets it. But now they've overcommitted, and Team Name Loading will take advantage. It's Giraffe the other way. It's a tied game. Eternal Vector missed his shooting opportunity, and Giraffe will make him pay. Knights of Chaos have kept that lead, but finally they overcome it. Finally they push up more aggressively. And one mistake will results in what could be a sort of their downfall unless they can pull themselves together here. That one is an overcommit. And that one will be one where Eternal Vector will be looking back and going, how did he miss that? As now, drop down! Oh, I almost went in from Lunar. My goodness, Lunar. He just does not care. He'll do whatever he wants on this field. Shots, redirects, everything. Lunar is scary. Team name loading are going to make sure that he gets the most amount of work possible here out of this team when it comes to offense, because his striking ability is definitely making the Knights of Chaos quiver. Giraffe just sends it away here, straight to Eternal Vector. A boom right back for Knights of Chaos. Return to sender, and now they'll look for offense. Pass and field. Eternal Vector. Drop down and in. Knights of Chaos. A tiki-taka up play. And now they take the lead. Eternal Vector to Mayhem. Back to Vector. It's a 1-2-1. Knights of Chaos dice up the team name loading defense. And the offense here to play for Knights of Chaos. It may not be as strong as it was before. But with their defense playing as it is, and with their plays being so much more intentional, so much more team-oriented, you can't blame team name loading for having to concede a couple here, because Knights of Chaos definitely are starting to earn some of these plays. A team name loading have brought it to a tie game before, and they could do it again. Lunar back to Todd Cage. Ultini. He's past one there. That still is a fun post. Giraffe's missed. Oh no, Vector! He's missed off the post. Here comes Mayhem. He'll get the fake, but no shot will come. Knights of Chaos had an open net, and they couldn't put it in. Team name loading still having to play defense. They're not out of the woods just yet. Here's a save from Todd. Now, Mayhem off the corner. Midfield. Getting around a couple here is Mayhem. Not known for his mechanics. Yet again, I said he's persistent. He will challenge you. He will be annoying. He does not care. His game plan is very simple. Just play to where the opposing team will hate you. He does it well. The offense. Still, a lot of questions asked. Where is team name loading going to get this goal back? If they get this goal back, we don't have that much time remaining. We're heading into the final 60 seconds here of regulation, and it's Knights of Chaos who are holding the offense. And it's simply just them waiting at the midfield. Shots, but the chances just aren't that strong for them to get that goal, to get some insurance here against this team. Team name loading aren't giving them a lot of openings. And Knights of Chaos, well, they aren't finding a lot of chances to get their shots as Lunar, back wall, here comes Giraffe, tucks it in near post, team name loading, it's one counterattack, one deft motion, and they get it right back. They were sitting on defense for what felt like an eternity, and finally they got the other way, and all they need is one. Giraffe ties it up with that shot here. He's got both for his team so far. His last game it was Lunar. This game it's Giraffe. Lunar's gonna make the save. He gets there in time. A big save from Lunar. Now hitting into the final half a minute. Eternal Vector near post. It's gone wide. Knights of Chaos so close. They're just not right there. They're sitting on the doorstep. It's right in front of them. They just can't get that final touch. Team name loading definitely got to be a little worried here, because this game has not been one where they've been looking the better team. It's been Knights who have been really racking up that offense, but they will clear it here, and we might go to overtime as this ball hits the ground. Here we go, OT in Game 2. Knights of Chaos team name loading. Who has what it takes? Todd. Long shot. Wait a second. What was Eternal Vector doing? Oh, team name loading will get it for free. 10 seconds gone by. Eternal Vector caught hot dogging. And team name loading will now go to match point. They advance to a 2-0 game record, and all they need is one more. What happened there? Knights of Chaos fell asleep in that overtime. And that is something where Eternal Vector is gonna be looking very foolish now. That's one of those plays we just gotta do. You don't really think about it. But it catches him here. He is now caught off guard. And for team name loading, I mean, they're able to bounce back with efficiency. Wow, that is quite the game, too. And now all they need is one more, and they'll be up to a 1-0 record in the season. Knights of Chaos, they've got to create the reverse sweep. They have done it before on this stream. Back when they had their regular roster in the Blackline Championship Series. And this is a roster that is not afraid to put in a reverse sweep. Of course, just have to wait and see as here we go. We're ready for game number 3. Oh, wait a second. I gotta join. There we go. Again, Knights of Chaos have made reverse sweeps before on the stream. They've done it once before against, I believe, Big Ball Beast. But that was back in Blackline Championship. That was months ago. No, it wasn't against Big Ball Beast. It was against Divine Ascension, actually. Not Big Ball Beast. Divine Ascension was a team that they were able to reverse sweep. In this situation, it's one where, well, after that game 2 lost, it's going to be really tough for them to pull back, and Team Name Loading are not holding back. They already get one here as only 17 seconds in. Boltini just couldn't get the clear, and Giraffe puts it midfield for Todd Cage. Knights of Chaos already down by 1. We've seen in the last game that they do find ways to score, but they just sometimes miss their shots. As that one, free for Todd, he's hit the post. Here comes a follow-up. That one is on. Lunar will take it. Another goal for Team Name Loading. I couldn't even get to what I was going to talk about as soon as Mayhem just misses that. And it then creates pandemonium for Knights of Chaos. Team Name Loading will take advantage of that one. As Knights, maybe he can get one back. Maybe a quick goal here. Eternal Vector, he's got the flick. And right off the kickoff, Knights of Chaos, they're not going to hold either. Eternal Vector is a 2v2 specialist here, especially with Boltini Boom. Again, both of them play on a 2v2 team for the Skyward Series. But to see him go for that dribble play, that is not something that is uncommon for him. He is known for that kind of stuff, and it's kind of fun to see him hit those plays. Knights of Chaos, it reminds me a lot of his 2v2 style. I've seen a couple of his matches, and I can tell you that him and Boltini are a scary 2v2 roster, but on threes, there are players who seem to be much more defensive in a 3v3 situation. They're just, it might have something to do with the boost. In twos, you can be a little more careless with your boost, and you're fine with it. In threes, you can't be, and boost management is a huge part of 3v3. There just isn't as much of it on the field. Sorry, there is as much of it, but there's more players. There's not going to be as much of it per player. Gotta be smart at it, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they sit back so far. Another reason could be the fact that they're just, they're teammates with Mayhem. Mayhem is such an aggressive player, and he will overcome it. He plays that first man role very, very, very professionally. A lot of times it is just good just to back him up in case he does, overcommit, to give him some sort of backline. But right now, they're just sitting too far back. I mean, it feels like both Boltini and Eternal Vector are playing the last one back kind of position, and it's just something that Team Name Loading is taking advantage of. As off that back wall, Boltini, Lunar trying to find that pass in field, trying to find some insurance for Team Name Loading, only up by 1. This lead of theirs will always be in jeopardy until either they score or Knights score, so I want to be in that situation. As Boltini stopped by Lunar, Eternal Vector trying to get the clear for Knights. To play so much defense definitely takes its toll. Knights of Chaos, the old team that was on, again, the past teams that the Mayhem has been on for Knights of Chaos, had issues with staying on defense for a long time. This team, not so much. Their defense has improved. You can tell they are sitting so far back that Team Name Loading really just need a good challenge, and then they can find ways to break through that second and third player and get some breakaway opportunities. And they're also just holding down the midfield. Knights of Chaos trying to get this ball out. Mayhem doesn't read it, but Eternal Vector put one upfield. Double commit from Team Name Loading. As Mayhem midfield kept away by Lunar. Boltini challenges Lunar to take it down himself. Lunar one-on-one. Lunar light touch pass to Eternal Vector. But it's Boltini Rome who gets the stop, and now here she comes, Boltini. Can't you do it? No, that pinch will go to the corner. And Knights of Chaos have to search once again. As it's the goal to tie things up has been eluding them for so long, but Mayhem, that's a good bounce, that's a good shot, it's Vector to tie it up at 2. The goal's been eluding them, I say. I cursed them badly there, because as soon as I mentioned it, here comes Vector, who finds the back wall open. The Knights of Chaos, are they going to make me eat my words there? Now we head to a 2-2 scoreline. Player from Lunar. Second touch as well, that will not get past Boltini Rome, as her touch, that actually could get under Giraffe, it will! Eternal Vector gets the final touch on it. Knights of Chaos find a breakthrough opportunity once again. Giraffe trying to cover the back wall there at the wrong time, and that touch from Boltini is just so tough rated. It's off that ceiling so quickly. You really can't blame Giraffe for having difficulties reaching it. The Knights, they have the lead. They had the lead last game and they couldn't hold it. This game, an eerily similar situation. His team name loading. Just waiting for the opportunity to present itself. That one down the field. Stopped by Todd, but that's in front of them. Here comes Boltini. Todd gets another big block there. His first touch wasn't good, but his second touch kept it away here. And that can allow team name loading to push upfield, but Todd nowhere to be seen as he's demoed by Eternal Vector. Now here comes Vector with the clear. Todd Cage. Mayhem off the sidewall. Boltini. Shot downfield. Pass to Mayhem, but that one stopped by Giraffe. Team name loading. Now find midfield. They find space to shoot. Giraffe's gonna put this one high. And it's cleared by Vector. It's going the distance. Here it goes. Here goes Vector, but Lunar will get back. Prevent that one from being what would have been an embarrassing goal to give up if you're on team name loading. All that offense, and it's a clear that gets through you. They did give it away. Only half a minute for team name loading. No strangers having to score. Not a lot of time remaining, but this is a situation that you really don't want to be in if you're this organization, TNL. Searching for anything, Boltini. Searching for the net. That's in front. Panic in front. Boltini Rome will get to it. And she will find the back of the net. Knights of Chaos with insurance. 13 seconds remaining. Game 3 looking like it might go their way. But we'll see if they can hold it. This kickoff, very important. Gonna go to team name loading. Lunar. Towards the nets. Boltini gets the block, and that should end this game. Knights of Chaos do find a win here in this series. A 2-1 record. They're trying to make that reverse sweep. But to do so, they're gonna have to work a little harder. That is only one game. Still more to come. As Knights of Chaos, your winners in that one here. 2-1 the record in this series. We're going to game 4. And both teams immediately readying up for it. They don't want to take any extra moments. They just want to go straight into the action, and I can respect that from them. But Knights of Chaos trying to make that reverse sweep. They've done it before on this stream. They want to do it again. See if they can do it. This is a team that has, again, they have done it before. Now the question is, can they continue what they did in Game 3 here into Game 4? Well, they're going to start off well, because that's an open net, and that one will bounce off the post and in. Boltini Rome, who scored the last goal of Game 3, will now get the first goal of Game 4 as it overcommits from TNL right off the kickoff. It's a bad touch from Todd. And that one is pretty open for her, and Knights of Chaos do start off from the lead. Eternal Vector. And just wants a second goal to add to that one, but Chaos won't find that shooting there, but that's a miss from TNL. And here comes Boltini Rome, demoed away by Giraffe. Big time demo from him, but he's still in front of the net. Awkward for team name loading. They do get it away. Boltini, challenged by Todd. I can't believe he got that second touch up there. Team name loading. Find their chances here as Todd bumped by Mayhem. Here comes Boltini with Mayhem joining him. find that bastard Giraffe there, and team name loading. Doing well there on defense to work together. It's very difficult on defense to work together. It seems easy in practice, but in reality, when you're under that kind of pressure, you know, the pressure of having to keep your net clean, you know, a lot of times those efforts of trying to pass, of trying to take a few more risks on defense, sometimes it's just something that you don't want to do. So far, with CNL, really trying to follow up each other's touches. You can see the vision that they have, although that one from Lunar, that's just a clear. He wants it out. I mean, it will go the other side of the field here, but Voltini Boom just sends it right back. Knights of Chaos waiting for every single clear. That's the thing about their position. They sit back so far. Teams that just clear the ball will get the ball right back. Team name loading. They just want to get rid of this pressure. They don't want to be here, and they definitely want to get out, and that's a good breakaway. Lunar! Oh, Lunar's missed it! Oh, how did Lunar do that? It was an incredible dunk play there on Boltini in the midfield from Lunar, but to miss the most open net we've seen all series long. My goodness, Lunar. You'll be wanting that one back. That's a Chaos will not let them. It's on Vector. And that's a 2-0 lead for this Chaos. What should have been a 1-1 tied game. He missed from Lunar, and Knights of Chaos go back the other way and Eternal Vector. His dribbles are just something else. It's tough to stop him when he's on a roll. Team name loading. Zero goals so far this game. That offense of theirs, which used to be so clinical, now struggling to really get their foot on the pedal. As it's Knights of Chaos who are starting to enjoy more success here as a clear from Lunar. Pulling around that back wall. Team name loading. This feels like kind of that confidence I had in the first couple games is kind of all but gone away here. Knights of Chaos who are here to take it. The thing about the Knights is, you know this pretty well about Mayhem. He's always confident. Team name loading, they have to return with that same kind of confidence. And right now, it just feels like they're down. And they really just need a goal here, I think, just to get their spirits back up. Because right now, this kind of mentality that I can see just emanating from this field from the team in orange or red, whichever color you see here. It's not the same team that we saw in those first couple of games. As towards the corner. Odd. Having trouble getting to this one. Is now bumping out a Eternal Vector. Giraffe. Ooh, quick shot here to the back post, but Voltini Rome will put on the brakes and she'll get this one away. Now for Knights of Chaos, it's all about just wasting time. Maybe even getting a third goal. They wouldn't be unhappy with that. Okay, more importantly, just make sure that team name loading don't get chances themselves. And unfortunately for them, here's an open net. Lunar's missed one before, but he won't miss this one here. As you've seen the situation before for Lunar, this time he'll take all the precautions necessary just to make sure he dribbles that one into the net. Team name loading break their scoreless streak. He's now here in Game 4. But Knights of Chaos' lead in half. And what's interesting about this is they've got to come back again. They've started the comeback, but they need to complete it. And the time will continue to tick down for them. It will not be their friend for this game, that's for sure. It's Voltini. Gonna get that pinch past Todd here. Mayhem. Bouncing off the corner. That's going to be favorable for Lunar. Team name loading. Upfield. Lunar. One extra touch here, but Voltini gets that one away. Team name loading. Find some situations on offense where they can get multiple players upfield, but right now the ball's getting sent so quickly back to their half that it's so tough to get multiple players up at once. When they do, well, it's quick plays. It's plays that seem to fall apart. Not really the kind of offense that you expect from a team like them, a team that has played so well at the start of this series. But there is still hope for them, and they might find it as Lunar. That one pinballed, but stopped by Voltini from another big save. As Todd kept away here. Eternal Vector getting bumped in midfield for Mayhem. He's looking for a double tap. Mayhem, oh, he wants it, but he doesn't get it. And team name loading trying to get this one away, but they won't find the chance. Eternal Vector trying to silence this game, but it's gone the other way. Todd Cage with the redirect. That's going off the back wall. Team Name Loading have a chance. Mayhem wants to clear. Lunar's keeping it up. Here comes Todd, but that will be challenged, and it will hit the ground. Knights of Chaos tie the series up. We're going to Game 5. And a chance for a reverse sweep. Knights of Chaos. No strangers to Champions Field. And definitely no strangers to reverse sweeps. Again, they've done it before. Just to mention how many we have had. Again, this stream has seen a couple of reverse sweeps. As here we go again. I believe the stream has so far seen 11 best of 5 reverse sweeps. And yeah, we have. And Knights of Chaos, again, they were playing Divine Ascension back May 10th, 2023. So, that long ago. I had to play Divine Ascension, and they had to reverse sweep them there. They're trying to be, I think, the first team to have 2 reverse sweeps. But unlikely for that to happen. Did it back May 10th. Now they're trying to do it here on July 23rd. And add themselves to that record book a second time. Again, they want to make some history on the stream, trying to be that first team to complete 2 best of 5 reverse sweeps. But here we go. 1 game left to decide the winner of this one. Team Name Loading, who had the chat on their side, seemed to have everything going their way as they shut out Knights of Chaos in Game 1, won a clutch overtime in Game 2. And now in Game 5, Champions Field. Here we go. Knights of Chaos, Team Name Loading. It's a 5-minute game here on the clock. Knights trying to complete the reverse sweep as here comes a shot from Mayhem. Saved by Lunar. My goodness, the defense from Team Name Loading. They're just sitting back on defense. They're playing defensive. But now they got to get this one out. They will not find a way as Todd with Cage with another big save. Team Name Loading standing on their heads on defense. We're only in the first 30 seconds. And Knights of Chaos unleashing their power, their fist, their fury. Here comes Mayhem. He'll drop it down. Knights of Chaos try again. They get their first goal of this game. Game 5, a game that can be marked by small margins. Knights of Chaos have done so well. My goodness. Boltini. Dribble. 1-on-1 with Lunar. That one 50 away. Team Name Loading. So much defense. Now they can finally get some plays upfield. Last game it was marked by short times, and this one will be just the same as 2 demos coming through. A 3rd demo. Knights of Chaos getting mean here in this one. Another demo, this time from Mayhem. That net's open. Eternal Vector misses the wide open nets. Knights of Chaos. The pressure got the better of Eternal Vector there. Team Name Loading will be thankful that one won't end in a 2-0 deficit. But now, 1-on-1, Lunar takes too much time still. Chance for Team Name Loading. Lunar wasn't demoed. Here comes a play from Giraffe in front. Eternal Vector gets the clear. Mayhem cleared away. Boltini roams, gotta get the block. And in comes Giraffe, trying to challenge, trying to get a quick one there. Lunar now, past Boltini roam, off the back wall. Team Name Loading. Searching. Threatening. But just not striking. Knights of Chaos who can hold this 1-goal lead. So far from the series, they've shown that they have the defense to do that. Against Team Name Loading in a Game 5 such as this, that's going to be tough. Giraffe, wait a second! Oh my goodness! Oh, that just goes in! Team Name Loading! Giraffe! I mean, those kind of players are so low percentage, you never expect to even connect on those. And I see that go in. My goodness! Team Name Loading. A clutch play from Giraffe. And now they're in it. Once again. Knights of Chaos. Don't take too kindly to that tied game. They want that goal, but Team Name Loading doing better at getting that ball away from their defense. Not even to make so many goal line saves they did at the first moments of this game. His Knights pushing, but Todd Cage pushing harder off the back wall. Todd, shot! Todd going! It's off the back wall, and Eternal Vector gets the clear. Team name loading. Giraffe, stopped by Boltini. In comes Mayhem. Lunar. That one pinched away. Team name loading. Eternal Vector. Todd Cage off the corner. Boltini finds the corner, but doesn't find a play and field. No, she does. She gets a dunk. Wait a second. Oh, Giraffe will get there. Quick reaction from Giraffe. Will have just saved team name loading there. Every little play. My goodness. Every little move. It's making the difference. As Mayhem, Giraffe clears it out. Lunar now to the side wall. No, Vector trying to send it back. Mayhem looking for demos. Vector past one. Vector past none more. It's Todd Cage with the clear. That's Mayhem who will send it back. Every clear from team name loading being met by a Knights of Chaos player. But still, no one trying to take too many chances. We're getting down to the final moments. Knights of Chaos trying to do what no team has done before, and that is not just reverse sweep, but reverse sweep twice. Whereas for team name loading, just trying to end this series. That's such a good start. They want to continue, but they won't get it. It will roll its way in. An Eternal Vector, just under a minute remaining. And another demo leads to more offense, to more chaos. And that will lead to a goal. Eternal Vector, what could be the go-ahead goal of this series. As I'm seeing you guys in chat, whisper loud. I love you guys. You guys are making fun of me. I don't mind, I bring it. It's hilarious. As, don't worry, this is actually a pretty hype series, though, I'm gonna be honest. Getting back in the commentary, and this is the first series I see, I'm so happy that this is it. Because this series has been exciting every step of the way. And now, Knights of Chaos, now about 30 seconds away from being able to win this series. Now, looking for another one, miss from Giraffe! Oh, but Todd Cage gets back in time. My goodness, that one was close. Team name loading, if they can see any more goals, that might just be the end of their series. They gotta get this ball out, though. Boltini to the back wall. Lunar, left in front. Giraffe with the clear. Vector's overcommitted. Giraffe chasing him down. In front of the net. Todd jumping. Boltini Rome gets the clear. Knights of Chaos want this one to end. It'll roll up that back wall. They've got to go the entire length of the field here for team name loading. And they're keeping it up. Knights of Chaos got it greedy there, but this one will hit the ground. Knights of Chaos take this series. A reverse sweep. We haven't seen them often, but Knights of Chaos, the only team now to have done it twice. What are results from them? As they are your victors here in this one. Man, that series, that was hype. That was an incredible series. Just so much accent. As we're now moving into this one again, what a win for Knights of Chaos, my goodness. There are so many questions for them. I have so many questions for them. I know this team pretty well. But I knew that this team... you know, with this new roster, with these, you know, new players for this roster as well, how are they going to work together? And obviously, it took them some time, but they got into it. I got used to it. Unfortunately, for all you team name loading fans, I know there's a lot of you. It was a rough series. But Knights of Chaos complete the reverse sweep. They demoralize team name loading, and then they start to chip away. It was slow work from Knights of Chaos, but it is what will happen. As, if you all know about this stream, we are going to do interviews. We always have to do interviews with the Knights of Chaos, right? I feel like that's just expected now, as I'm Meow here, joined by the Knights of Chaos players, Mayhem, Eternal Vector, Boltini Rome. Congratulations on your win here, Mayhem. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but you guys are successful here. And now, you get to make history. You're the first team on the stream to have won 2 reverse sweeps. Thanks, Mayhem. Alright then, Mayhem. Eternal Vector, you're here, man, my friend. How are you doing, Eternal Vector? I guess you'll be talking as we're gonna see if we can get Mayhem to reconnect. How does it feel to get to get a reverse sweep here, Vector?
Can't hear him. Can you guys?
Oh wait. Oh no, they can't hear me. Oh wait a second. Oh no. There we go. Is that better? I think that's better. How you doing? All right. Sorry about that, Mayhem. I was wondering why you weren't responding to me. They couldn't hear me. I didn't have my Discord audio on correctly. But again, how are you feeling, Mayhem? What a win! You're the first team in Sporty FC stream history to have won 2 reverse sweeps.
Wow, I'm honored.
Hey, you get to make history. How did that series feel? Obviously, it was a little bit of a slow start. Again, kind of a new roster, a lot of player changes. What happened over that offseason? Why did you specifically choose Vector, Boltini, Rome, as well as Buns here to join your roster? Of course, we didn't get to see Buns today, but we did get to see the other 2. Tell me about what happened in that offseason to this main roster. A roster that's usually so concrete in who they have. Obviously, a huge mix-up, a huge change-up. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's really just to keep it simple and quick. I just wanted to try some new things with some new teammates and kind of see what that would look like, because we were constantly winning games in that roster, and it was a good roster by all means. But sometimes you had to shake things up a bit to see what you can make happen. Otherwise, you always just be in the same spot.
Yeah, I love to hear that again. Had to just mix things up, had to change things up, but of course. You were pretty instrumental to this win, but tell me about those first 2 games as well. Vector, tell me about those games. Again, a slow start. I kind of commented how this roster felt like it just wasn't ready. It didn't feel like it was warmed up. It felt like it was kind of slow, and especially game 2. In that game 2, I could see your car, and I could tell how you were feeling. Tell me about those first 2 games. It was a rough start for you guys, but again, tell me about kind of the start of the series, how it was tough, but again, tell me about how you turned things around as well at the end.
And in the first 2, I was just choking too many opportunities, and we just, we kept level heads, and we kept some high spirits in here, which I like very much, because in the past we had teams that would get frustrated, and it would just make us lose instead of, coming back from the back like that. But it felt great, and I'm happy that we were able to pull it off. And I'm happy that everybody stayed calm and talked to each other, fixed what we were doing wrong. I had a little stiffness in my arms. That's why that last save towards the back that cost us the game. I kind of just stumbled on my fingers. So I'm happy that we were able to come back and get the dub.
Yeah, I love to hear that as well, you guys. Being in the confidence, obviously, they rounded up Boltini, Rome. Again, we talked about those first 2 games. It was just kind of it felt like you guys were just getting rid of those opportunities. But what was it? What did the team say to each other between game 2 and game 3? Because after game 2, it was a huge difference. You could see the change in this team and this mentality. What did you all tell each other?
We all were just like, you know what, we're chilling, we're vibing. That's literally all we were doing. And like, if we mess up, it was like, okay, whatever. It's just a mess up. We'll get it back. And that's exactly what we did.
Yep, again, I like that. The team camaraderie, obviously. Vector and Boltini, obviously, you 2 know each other. What is it like to kind of be teammates once again? You guys were back on Strikers Against Emerald. That team had its ups and its downs. It had some difficulties, especially, with that original, with that roster. But again, now you guys are back on the same roster again. How does it feel to play on a 3v3 team?
It feels good. We still have the chemistry. We don't play as much anymore, but the chemistry is just still there. That's how it was with the 2s. When we played the Skyward 2s match the first week, we haven't played with each other for like a month, but we still clicked, and I'm glad that she was able to come in and join us here. We're excited to see where we can go with this season with more practice and time together.
Love to hear that again, the confidence. And obviously, a big win. Mayhem, tell me about it. What do you guys, what are your plans here for the rest of the season? What are your plans here, for the rest of the LOS Champ season? This is only week 1. It's, I believe, what, a 6 or 7 weeks? Is it like a 7-week season? Right, 7-week season, I believe, Mayhem?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I believe it's a 7-week season.
So.
Tell me about it again. What are you guys going to be kind of working on? Because obviously, reverse sweeps are fun, but you don't really want to do them too often. So what are your plans here, kind of in the next coming weeks, to kind of prepare yourself for making the playoffs?
I mean, just play together probably more frequently and just more consistently, because this is, I know a lot of people say this and everything on the stream, but this is like an actual fact. This is the first time that me, Vector, and Baltini have really played together today. We played 2 games before the match, and that was our chance to kind of like my chance to get to know how Baltini and Vector play. I played with Vector. I have a good bit of experience with him, but as like a teammate, I don't really know Baltini's play style that well. I haven't had the chance like Vector has, so it's been quite a, it was a good adjustment there, where that first 2 game losses had came in, because we just didn't have that familiarity like Baltini and Vector do.
Of course, you're just going to work on it, make sure you become the best you can be, and I love to hear that again. Congratulations on your win, congratulations on making Sporty Stream history here, and congratulations on your win here against Team Name Loading. Hopefully we'll get to see more of you all in the future again. Have an amazing rest of your night. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Shoutouts. I always forget this. Shoutouts. We might as well do shoutouts. I'll thank you all again later, but let's do shoutouts. We'll just go down the line here, starting with Baltini.
Shout out everyone that came out support, and shout out Aiden and Mayhem for, picking me up, even though, I'm still not that good. I'm trying.
Of course, Eternal Vector, you have anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you for casting us and putting in the effort and stuff. It's always awesome. And shout out to Zai. I know he's out there probably saying, "Let's go, Vector." My only fan, And then shout out to Mayhem for putting this team together, giving us a try. Been fun so far, and can't wait for what's coming down on the road.
Of course, I can't wait either, and obviously, I know if we gotta get the captain here, Mayhem, you have anything that you want to add here to end off this interview?
I'd like to give a shout out to my younger brother, Landon. Just because he's a cool guy. We played some Rocket League earlier today, and it was a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Hey, happy to hear that again. But thank you all for the shouts. Now it's finally time for me to actually leave. Again, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all actually so much for booking me, and congratulations on your win. Hopefully, again, I'll get to see more of you in the future. Have a great night.
As well, man.
That was it there again. That was the Knights of Chaos here. What a matchup. What a stream. What an end to this one. My goodness. That series was hype. Again, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all so much for being so supportive. That is it from me, Sporty FC. Thank you for joining the Sporty stream. Again, the graphics looked amazing. Chat, I know you guys are part of something new, some history on the stream. The first time I get to unveil these graphics. But that is it from me. Is it for the night. I'll be back again tomorrow. Catch me here on the Sporty stream. Twitch.tv/SportyFC. If you want to see my Twitter, Twitter at SportyFCRL. Thank you all so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your night. And thank you all so much. Take care. And I'll see you guys on another day. I actually gotta make sure I get a raid going here. Because we gotta make sure we actually get this. Here we go. Let's get a raid. Get this thing over. We'll end this thing off again. It means so much. There we go. We got one. Thank you all so much. Take care, everybody. And I'll be seeing you guys on another day here on the Sporty stream.